I'm Taylor Alexander, and I'm getting ready to release my fourth EP here at Lucky Strike Live on July 15th, 2016.
You and I in the troubles that be this 16 months. Still can't see, we're blinded by.
Guardians is a reflection of my whole life. You know, it's everybody shapes us. Every person in our lives shapes us, whether it be good or bad, healthily or unhealthily. You know, it's like we all are a culmination of our own collective experiences, and guardians are those who shape you in the positive way that make you who you are, make me who I am. And it's kind of an homage to everyone in my life who has affected me positively or negatively. Guardians was actually inspired by my cousin Rebecca Rigo. She's a phenomenal songwriter. She's out of Chicago, and her quaintness to her lyrics really inspired me for that song. And there's harmonica in it, which is the only song I've ever recorded with harmonica. And I just happened to see a harmonica on my desk right before I left to go record, and I was like, oh, Guardians is in this key, and I grabbed it and I recorded with it, and now it's on the record and I perform with it every time. So it's kind of a spur of the moment, random thing that ended up being one of the coolest parts on the title track of the record. And then Slow Your Roll is also the quickest song I've ever written. It took me about 20 minutes to write it. I was up at 6 a.m. one morning, couldn't sleep, and it just came out of me, and I was like, oh, that's a song. And then recorded it the next day. So those are two unique stories that stand out. Fine is funny. So Fine took the longest to create. I wrote the guitar riff like 5 years ago, and I was like, that's a cool riff, but I tried to write stuff over it, it wasn't happening. So I just kind of do what I call keeping it in my pocket, and I kept the riff in my pocket, and then one day I felt the song coming on, and I sat down and I played it, and the song came out. And I remember the first time I played it live, my dad was in the audience, and he came up and he was like, that was the best song you've ever written. And I was like, oh, that's it. So it made the cut for the EP. Long Way Road came true, you know. It's about my musical journey and about the musical journey in general, and it's got a long way to go and come a long way, you know. So it's still, I feel like I've just now begun on my path, and I look forward to where it takes me, where it leads me. As much as I grow and evolve as a person, I also grow and evolve musically. So I'm always just trying to capture those moments when I'm feeling most inspired and most emotional. It's where I really draw my inspiration from, and every time it's different, every time it's a new experience. And I believe in taking time to live life and then taking time to write about it, and I'm kind of in one of those living moments right now. I haven't been writing a lot in the last 6 months, but 6 months ago to a year ago when I first moved here, I was writing a ton, and I'm excited about recording those songs for the next EP. It's my coping mechanism. It's how I deal with shit. So it's always been my outlet. You know, when I don't know what else to do, I turn to writing songs, and I always feel better. And it kind of helps me remember that time too, to reflect, and all those little moments are captured in time. I remember where I was and what I was feeling with every song, and I can use those as references whenever I need to get through stuff that's happening now. I'm excited. I'm pumped. It's my birthday weekend. I turned 29 on Sunday, so we're going to celebrate hard. I recorded this in Cincinnati almost over 2 years ago, so I've been sitting in LA, not sitting in LA, but I've been working in LA and getting the band together and creating a fan base and trying to really establish myself as an independent artist here in order to have a successful release that would hopefully spread some word and help me evolve to that next level, whatever that may be. And I'm excited to work on the new stuff, because musically these songs I've been playing for a long time. I have much fresher ideas, much more newer stuff I'd like to share with everyone. And I'm going to be recording another EP, as I do every year. I already have the songs picked out. I already know who I'm going to be working with. It's just a matter of getting in there and getting it done. If I can get it out by the end of 2016, I'm sort of going to try and do, but we'll see what happens. The process always takes longer than I assume. So much stuff, man. Just trying to acclimate myself to this new world, this new environment. Try to stay open-minded and positive. Meet as many people as I can, build as many relationships as possible, and most importantly, have fun. You know, the reason I started playing music, the reason why everybody loves music is because it's fun, and if it's not fun, then I don't want to do it. So I want to have as much fun as possible all the time. Yeah, I would love for it just to be my full-time job. Be able to support my future family from music. That's the goal. From a foundation standpoint, if I'm being honest and dreaming big, I want to host and be the musical guest on Saturday Night Live. If I could do that, then that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Everything else is icing on the cake, and this is even more than I could have ever imagined. I'm so grateful to be here and to be able to do what I am able to do. I'm so grateful. I've been so fortunate to meet as many great people as I have and build the relationships that I have thus far. I just can't speak highly enough of the amount of talent and character of people that live in this town, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. Well, John Mayer is my biggest influence. When I was 13, I listened to his music and I was like, I want to do that. And then I started learning all his songs, and it made me a proficient guitar player and taught me how to songwrite. I kind of was always been self-taught and felt it out on my own, and John's music definitely helped shape me and influence me the most. Just sonically, his records just sound amazing in every way, and I love his attention to detail. Mark Cohn is one of my favorite songwriters. He's one of my dad's favorite musicians also. Some of my most fond and emotional memories come from his music. David Gray, I think, writes one of the best choruses I've ever heard. He's a great chorus writer. Also a dynamic performer. I love how he's just as good at piano as he is at guitar. That's something I would strive to be in my life. And then Justin Timberlake is my favorite performer. Everything he does is great, and I strive to be as on point constantly as he is. And he's also himself, and he's funny and just genuine and authentic. So those would probably be my four biggest. But so many others too. I mean, Bare Naked Ladies was the first concert I ever saw. Hootie and the Blowfish, Michael Jackson, Prince, Annie Lennox, Alanis Morissette. The list goes on and on. Blink-182. We could just keep doing. Rolling Stones, Beatles, 38 Special. I fucking love 38 Special. Definitely John Mayer and Mark Cohn. Yeah. Fine is especially Mark Cohnish to me. It's lots of imagery, very specific, and the groove is just there always with Mark's music. So, but I also feel like there's a little bit of. I feel like this is also my most original EP. I feel like it's the most me of anything I've ever done. I'm getting ready to do the release show right now. Let's go.
All in all, we hear the same